All right. Hi, cohort B. Sorry, I'm not there in person today. I wanted to, if I was there, I would have went over the test review, which was basically the quizzes assignment that some of you guys did on the quizzes website. So this looks a little different than what you did because you did online, but this is the hard copy version of it. So I'll go through all 19 questions and then maybe a few other things that go along with it, and then you'll be ready to start the test today. So remember, the test is scheduled to be you're not going to finish this test today, so I'll see if I get my face in here. Yeah, so you won't finish the test today. You should finish the test next week, so do the best you can. There'll be pre-corrections as well, so it's a long test. The test was the unit, I should say, was 2 months long, so that's why the test is pretty long. So don't feel stressed like you need to finish this period, especially since I'm not there to help you. So we'll definitely finish it next time I see you in person. So that would either be Friday or next week. So continuing on with the test review. So the first question was just finding slope. So for this one, when you did this, you probably got negative 5/3, so down 5/3, just finding slope. The one on the test has a ramp, and so imagine if this was a ramp, the slope would be negative 5/3. All right, number 2, it's too easy. A line that's horizontal has a slope of 0. If I wanted to write the equation, though, for this graph, I would write y equals negative 1. Number 3, excuse me. This is, I think you're going to see this on the test as like a line segment. So like this could be the line segment. I'll do my initials P all the way to B, and that would be the line segment PB would be negative. So nice negative. What's the slope of this line? I'm sorry, the equation for this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. X equals 5. So, but the slope is undefined. But the actual equation is x equals 5. Speaking of equations for lines, a horizontal equation, like we just saw, was y equals 1. For that, let's see, number 6. Okay, you're going to have to write some equations. So easy peasy. So when you write the equation, it's y equals mx plus b. Slope of this line is up 3/2. And it starts the y-intercept at negative 1, 2, 3. So that's why I wrote my equation as y equals 3/2x and then minus 3. So I think there's 3 of those on the test. And you're going to be using 1/2 a couple times. Probably said too much there. Number 7. All right. So which equation represents the following graph? So with this one, when I write the equation here, I start at 3, and then the slope's up 2/1. So my equation is 2x plus 3. I will tell you there's one on the test. Let me just use this like random graph here. There's one on the test that has you graph something like y equals 3x. I'm telling you, a lot of people have just been going, oh, 1, 2, 3, y equals 3x. You don't want to do that, okay? It starts technically at 0 and has a slope of up 3/1, down 3, left 1, like that. Okie dokie, so don't get that wrong on the test. Do that one. That brings us to number 8 on the review. Number 8 says, hey, which equation has y equals 4x minus 1? And it happens to be B. So it starts at negative 1, up 4/1. It's not that. That's a negative slope. We don't want negative. We don't want negative. And that has a slope of 4, but it starts at positive 1, so it's got to be B. Then we had comparing functions. Okay, so whenever you're comparing functions, I think there's, I forgot the numbers on the test, but when they're looking for rate of change, they want the slope. So function B, if I zoom in here, is the equation, so the slope is 3. Function A is the table. Use the slope formula. I just chose these 2 points. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So which slope is greater? That would be this one. So the correct answer is function B. 3 is bigger than 2. Then we had Water's Edge and Ryan's Rafts. So the slope here, I did up 10 over 2, which is 5, so it's $5 per hour. This one is $2.25 per hour. Has a higher starting cost, but if I did the slope formula or just looked at the pattern, it's $2.25. So Water's Edge was more expensive. Number 11. Sorry for the super small numbers here, but function B, the slope is 3 over 2. Function A, the slope is 2 over 3. 3 over 2 is 1.5. 2 over 3 is 0.6 repeated. So you would then say that this one, function B, has a greater rate of change. How about the starting point? On the test, we're going to call it a lot of times the initial value. So that's your B value. So here you can see Valerie started at 235, whereas Oscar started at 247. So Oscar had a higher starting point. What's the solution for this system? That's an easy one on the test. It's just 6 over 3. 6 comma 3. That's where they cross. That's where the lightsabers, if you will, cross. Number 14, almost there, guys. Hey, they wanted to know how many dollars will they have when they both have the same amount. So after 2 weeks, you can see they have the same amount, and that's $8. So it looks like that. There's a test question. I was like, would be like, yo, let's see. I can't distinguish which is which. But if you wanted to know when this one made less money, you would say after 2 weeks, this guy is making less money. So hopefully that helps you with that test question. Then we got into scatter plots, making predictions. All right, 180 pages. Boom, 180. Over to my line. Down, 18 chapters. Too easy. Okay, if I want to make a prediction for like 10 chapters, roughly 100 pages. Man, that sounds like 10 pages per chapter if I was doing that math. Hey, number 16, if you did this on quizzes, I got a different answer than quizzes. They said A. I don't think it was A. I think it was this one. Starting around 19 and with a -1 slope, I think was my best choice. So I think that was an error. The one on the test, I think you'll see, just pay attention. Like if you go, when you find your slope, the down and to the right, the scales might be different like this, so you're going to have to pay attention. But the starting point will always be right there. Then we had linear and nonlinear. If it's a table, you're looking for numbers to go up at a constant rate. So why is it a linear function? Well, these go up by 2, these go by 6. The linear function has a constant rate. The one on the test is number 33. Number 33 is like, hey, which one's not linear? So that means there's going to be 3 that are linear. You got to pick which one's not linear. Then we got too easy. There's one like this on the test. Which one's linear? It's the only one that's a line. That's D. Select the equation that is linear. That's not linear because of the exponent. That's not linear because of the x at the bottom. That is linear. 1/4 regular old x plus 2. Don't forget this on the test today too. Slope formula. You do y2 minus y1, 8. -7 minus -3. -4 is -2. If you have any on the test, hint, hint, wink, wink, there's one of them that will either have a 0 at the top, that slope is 0. If the 0 is at the bottom, that slope's undefined. So do the best you can on the test. When I see you guys next in person, there will be some pre-corrections, so that will be good. And don't feel like you need to finish. You probably have like a half hour or more to work on it for now. So when I see you in person next, we'll probably continue the test, get your pre-corrections. I hope to be back on Friday, but if I'm not, I will definitely see you next week. Best of luck.